Hello, readers. So, this is an update on the editing side of things. Shannon and I have discovered a big issue related to our time management and editing process. So, basically, something we didn't know before or look into or even think about was that LiveType and Adobe Premiere Pro are not actually compatible programs. Which creates a big problem as we made both our ident and intertitles on LiveType, and our original plan was to export the LiveType files into Adobe Premiere, but unfortunately this apparently won't work. So we've had to have a big think about this and sort out a new plan for what's going to happen. So this is the new plan. Basically, Shannon and I are going to recreate the intertitles on Adobe Premiere. And it turns out that we don't have to recreate the ident, which would have taken a lot more time. As when we recreate the intertitles and put these into the sequence on Adobe Premiere, we can then render that and export it into Final Cut Pro, and then we can put the ident and green screen at the beginning from the LiveType files, and then the last intertitle at the end, which is the one with the day, and it has social network links and stuff. So luckily we don't have to recreate the ident and the social networking links / date intertitle, as we can just export these into the rendered file. The reason we can't just put our intertitles into the rendered file in Final Cut is that it'll be in one big MP4 format and we won't be able to see the individual shots, so it'll just be one big blob basically, if that makes more sense. So we can only put things at the front and at the end. So luckily the ident goes at the beginning and the last date goes at the end, obviously. So that's what we're going to do. We were always going to just export the soundtrack profile and put it into Adobe Premiere, which would have worked anyway. So we're just going to redo that on Final Cut instead of doing it on Premiere. So our new plan is just to spend a day doing the intertitles together. Hopefully it won't take too long, as we'll just be remodeling them on the original ones that have already been made. And then we'll just render that. We might even upload it to YouTube, just the intertitle section. And then at school, using Final Cut Pro on the school computers, we'll then import the rendered file and then put in our ident, green screen, and the last intertitle, and then our soundtrack. And then it will all be done. So hopefully you'll be seeing it very soon. So I'm hoping that all makes sense to you, our new plan. Obviously, it will affect our time management, and maybe our trailer won't be completed as soon as we would have anticipated for it to be. But unfortunately, that's just how it is now. And if we could redo it, we would have made our intertitles originally on Adobe Premiere, but we didn't know. So yeah, that's just our new plan, and thanks for watching.